Imagine an AI that not only understands your words, but also resonates with your emotions. OpenAI's latest release, ChatGPT 4.5, is here, and it's redefining our interaction with machines. In this video, we will explore how ChatGPT 4.5 distinguishes itself from its predecessors, especially the 4.0 model. Witness firsthand the advancements in empathy and contextual understanding. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman describes this model as the first that feels like talking to a thoughtful person. But what does that mean for us? From AI agents exhibiting human-like empathy to creative collaborations, the possibilities are vast. We will delve into the strengths, potential pitfalls, and future implications of ChatGPT 4.5. Stay tuned as we uncover the capabilities of ChatGPT 4.5, what lies ahead in the AI landscape. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated. To understand where we are today with ChatGPT 4.5, we need to take a step back. OpenAI has been an unstoppable journey, pushing the limits of AI. It all started with GPT-3, then came GPT 3.5, and in March 2023, the groundbreaking GPT-4 changed everything with its multimodal capabilities. But OpenAI did not stop there. In May 2024, we saw ChatGPT 4.0, a model that was faster, cheaper, and more efficient than GPT-4. It was the first true omni model, capable of real-time reasoning across text, audio, and vision, all in a single system. For the first time, we had an AI that could hold a real-time voice conversation, see images, and generate responses at lightning speed. Now, compared to GPT-4, 4.0 was cheaper, more energy efficient, and way better at reasoning. But despite its capabilities, it had limitations, lacking deeper emotional intelligence, struggling with certain reasoning tasks, and still facing some constraints in AI autonomy. Now, OpenAI has taken things a step further with ChatGPT 4.5, bringing us closer than ever to human-like AI. What has really changed from 4.0 to 4.5? Let's discuss that. Improved reasoning and context understanding, higher emotional intelligence or EQ. It understands tone and empathy better, enhanced multimodal capabilities, vision, text, and now more refined visual coding, used as a base model for upcoming advanced AI systems, just like 4.0 for O1 and O3 reasoning models. Now let's dive deeper. How does ChatGPT 4.5 compare directly with 4.0? What are its strengths and weaknesses? And most importantly, what does this mean for the future of AI? Before we dive into ChatGPT 4.5, let's talk about something crucial: emotional intelligence and empathy. What do these terms really mean, and why do they matter for AI? Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is what allows us to navigate human emotions, communicate effectively, and respond appropriately in different situations. For decades, AI has been excellent at logic, data, and problem solving, the ability to understand how we feel. Why does this matter? Because AI is becoming an integral part of our lives in mental health, education, customer service, and even companionship. If AI cannot recognize emotions and respond accordingly, its usefulness is limited. That's where ChatGPT 4.5 comes in, bringing us closer to AI that can understand us, not just process words. Now that we have seen how ChatGPT 4.0 changed the AI landscape, let's take a look at how ChatGPT 4.5 builds upon it and what truly sets it apart. Reasoning and context understanding. 4.0 introduced real-time reasoning, but sometimes struggled with complex multi-step logic. 4.5 improves on this, handling longer contexts more accurately and reducing errors in reasoning, emotional intelligence, and empathy. 4.0 could recognize tone, but responses felt robotic at times. 4.5 now responds with better emotional intelligence, making conversations feel more human like, ideal for AI agents and personal assistants. Speed and efficiency. 4.0 was already lightning fast, but 4.5 is optimized further for smoother, more natural interactions, multimodal capabilities in visual coding. 4.0 was groundbreaking in vision, but 4.5 refines visual coding, making it more useful for AI assisted programming and creative applications. Now, let's put this to the test. I will ask ChatGPT 4.0 and 4.5 the same question and compare their responses. Let's see just how much of an upgrade this new model really is. Okay, so I have a couple of prompts which I'm going to use for both 4.0 and 4.5 models and see. For the first one, for example, I will test if both the models differ in terms of the empathy or human like behavior. So the first prompt is this one. I just failed an important exam that I worked really hard for. I feel frustrated, disappointed, and don't know what to do next. Can you help me process my emotions and suggest a way forward? So what I'm trying to test is the capability of the model, not just to go for the solution and replies me logically, but also uses the human like behavior or the empathy or emotional intelligence. So how does it process my emotions? So this prompt is for both 4.0 and I'm gonna look for the answers and I'm gonna use the same prompt for ChatGPT 4.5 in this browser. Okay, so now we are getting the answers. First, I will check the 4.0's answer. It says, I'm really sorry you are going through this. Failing an important exam, especially after working hard for it, can be incredibly frustrating and disappointing. So it is processing the information well. What it says next is your feelings are completely valid and it's okay to take some time to process them. Let's break this down step by step, help you move forward in a constructive way. So basically, it did acknowledge the emotions and feelings and then right away went into the solution point wise. For example, first is the how you should be processing your emotions and then analyzing it critically, what might have went wrong, and then creating a plan. So basically, it is giving us a solution right away. As with ChatGPT 4.5, this is how it is handling this prompt. It says, I'm sorry you're going through this. It's understandable that you're feeling frustrated and disappointed, especially after putting in so much effort. Let's take a moment to process this step by step, acknowledge your feelings, and outline a helpful way forward. So it is also breaking down the problem in a way that we can process what we are going through. So the number one is recognize and validate your feelings. So validation of our feelings is very human-like. It is also highlighting this as well, that it is okay to feel disappointed. Allow yourself space to feel frustrated or sad. Although I feel like this is also going into the process right away, it has some wording which is better compared to 4.0, which is just solving the problem instead of using some of the comforting words and sentences. I do see a little difference, but I don't see a whole lot of difference. But yeah, definitely it is behaving more human like compared to 4.0, at least as per my opinion and what I'm reading here. It says reflect constructively and then reframe the situation, make an actionable plan, seek support, take control of yourself. And then finally, it says moving forward, failure is often part of the journey towards greater success. It doesn't define you. How you respond to it will. When you're ready, pick yourself up. So here, this is very enlightening that this is how humans behave as well when they show the empathy and also listen to the problems someone is going through. So it is also asking us to wait until we're ready, give us some time, and then pick ourselves up and then reassess calmly and create a thoughtful, achievable plan to get back on track. Let's see what 4.0 is saying in the end. So it is just going through the process. It is not giving us a final kind of a summary, breaks things down just like a human would do when we share these kind of feelings with a human being.
So finally, it says, would you like to discuss any specific concerns like study strategies, handling exam stress, or career impact? So basically, it is acting more like an agent which has lesser empathy compared to 4.5, which seem to have more empathy, and also it is giving us the advice just like a human being would. So definitely there is a difference between the two models. Let's test another prompt with both the models and see the difference. So I'm going to give another prompt to 4.0 and 4.5. This prompt will gauge the step-by-step solving capability of these two models and the reasoning capabilities. What's the difference between 4.0 and 4.5? So the question that I'm going to launch is: a train leaves station A at 8 a.m. traveling at 60 kilometers an hour. Another train leaves station B 120 kilometers away at 9 a.m. traveling at 80 kilometers an hour towards the station A. At what time will they meet? Explain your reasoning step by step. So basically, it is a mathematics question, and here this prompt will be testing the reasoning capability of both the models, and let's see how both models perform trying to solve this reasoning question. So I'm going to launch this question 4.0 first, and the same prompt or the same question for 4.5, and see how they respond to this question. So 4.0, of course, it is going step by step. First, it says define the variables in this case. So train A leaves at station Alpha at 8 a.m. and train 2 leaves station Bravo at 9 a.m. and also gives us the speed of which the trains are traveling and also the distance between the two stations. Then step 2, determine the position of A when train 2 starts. Then it determines the position of it, solving it mathematically. Then determine the meeting point, and it is using the basic physics laws to calculate the meeting times. Finally, the answer it has come up with is 9:26 a.m. It is showing us some reasoning capability for sure, solving everything step by step. Let's see how 4.5 is dealing with this question. So initially, it just at its first step, it identifies the known information, which is easier. This is how you should be a human being solving a problem would go about a reasoning problem. They would just first identify which information is known, and then also the second step is to calculate the positions at the time the second train starts. So it goes through the same physics laws and basic speed and distance formulas, and then eventually it calculates at 9 a.m. train Alpha continues towards station Bravo at 60 kilometers an hour. Train Bravo begins towards station Alpha at 80 kilometers an hour. So then it calculates when they will meet after 9 a.m. So here you can see it is solving for the same variables, but it is giving us more steps and easier to digest steps to be able to determine the final answer. And see, it is taking longer and disintegrating the steps into smaller steps and eventually gives us the same answer, but the answer is more easy to be digested or understandable by the human beings than with 4.0. So although 4.0 is also able to get to the same answer, but 4.5 model explains the solution in an easier way and more steps and takes more steps to make us understand this question or solve this question. So in my opinion, 4.5 is definitely an enhancement compared to the 4.0 model, even for the reasoning tasks. And also another thing that I will discuss probably is the visual coding capabilities of 4.5 compared to 4.0. And I'll show a picture where it shows how 4.0 differs from 4.5 in terms of visual coding.
So here is a prompt to show the visual coding capabilities of GPT 4.5. So this was shared by one of my contacts at LinkedIn. His name is Peter Gostav. The source is also written in the image as well. So the prompt he has given was create an SVG of a Maltese dog. And these are the results of major LLM models. So GPT 4.5, as he correctly pointed out, is coherent and it has given us a correct image of an SVG of a Maltese dog. Claude 3.7 has resulted into an artistic image. Other than that, Gemini 2.0 Pro or GPT 4.0, Grok 3, as well as DeepSeek V3 were not able to correctly create the image of the SVG of a Maltese dog. So in this way, we can also see that the GPT 4.5 new model is very much capable of generating really nice images and it's great at visual coding. We have explored how ChatGPT 4.5 builds upon its predecessors in terms of reasoning, emotional intelligence, and multimodal capabilities. Now, let's delve into its performance on standard academic benchmarks to understand the extent of these improvements. First, let's consider simple QA. ChatGPT 4.5 demonstrates a significant improvement in factual accuracy, achieving a 62.5% accuracy rate on simple QA benchmark compared to GPT-4o's 38.2%. Second one is the hallucination rate. GPT 4.5 exhibits a reduced hallucination rate, 37.1%, down from GPT-4o's 61.8%, indicating enhanced reliability. These benchmarks underscore GPT 4.5's enhanced ability to provide accurate and reliable information, making it more trustworthy AI companion. For all its improvements, ChatGPT 4.5 isn't perfect. One of the biggest concerns, the cost of running it. Even Sam Altman, OpenAI CEO, acknowledged that this model is significantly more expensive in terms of compute than its predecessors. So the key takeaways are ChatGPT 4.5 requires higher GPU power, making it more expensive for both OpenAI and users. Cloud inference costs are rising, meaning businesses and developers using the API might face higher fees. This raises concerns about accessibilities, as not all users can afford to access the best version of the model. While OpenAI hasn't disclosed exact pricing changes, that increased computational demand suggests that GPT 4.5 might be a premium tier model, limiting widespread adoption. Yes, ChatGPT 4.5 is more expensive, but here's the real question: is it worth it? And the answer for many users and industries is a resounding yes. With its enhanced reasoning, emotional intelligence, and multimodal capabilities, it pushes us one step closer to AI that feels less like a tool and more like a true AI assistant. Of course, it's not perfect. It comes with higher computational costs and accessibility challenges. But that's the price of innovation. As AI continues to evolve, we can expect even more breakthroughs ahead. AI is no longer just about processing data, it's about understanding us, working with us, and even connecting with us in meaningful ways. And ChatGPT 4.5 is a proof that we are moving in that direction. If you found this video insightful, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on the latest in AI. What do you think about ChatGPT 4.5? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's start a conversation. Thank you.